This is my outline. This is my student ID. This is my audience.
Mom, you gotta turn it around. Oh. Stop acting. Just turn it around. Okay. When I was first assigned this speech, I had no idea what I would do it about. And then as the due date approached, it hit me. I had to do it on the strongest woman I know. When people think strong, they usually think physically. They don't often think about being mentally strong. My Aunt, Angel Chambers, is the strongest woman I know. She's not only raised 2 men, but she's faced lots of adversity in the past 5 years. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. As it should, it took a big hit on our family. We all knew that the disease does not discriminate. It don't care who you are, how old, or how good life is going up until that point. One thing I always admired about my aunt is how faithful and hopeful she was in every situation. When I was feeling down about myself, she would often pick me up and tell me that everything was going to be okay. She took this diagnosis with the most grace that anyone could. She prayed for the worst, but hoped for the best when it came to the situation. She would never let anyone know how she was feeling, whether she was having a good or bad day. She would often just tell people that she was lucky that God blessed her enough to be here. She had to undergo 8 chemo treatments, 4 of them being called the devil chemo because they were the strongest type. One of the biggest obstacles she had to face was losing her hair. This was when she was starting to lose all the hope that she had, thinking she could overcome this. She thought that her life was going to be over and that she would be judged forever as the bald lady when she went out in public. It was then that I realized it was my turn to pick her up and tell her everything was going to be okay. We would often try and play around and try on hats, funny scarves, and even wigs just to try and bring joy in her life. I'm sure there were many times that she just wanted to lay on the couch and rest, but she wouldn't. After she finished her chemo and radiation, she was given a clean bill of health. We threw her the biggest party that we could. We invited everyone and we partied all night long. We thought Aunt Angel was back to her normal self. It had been 2 years since she'd been cancer-free, and we were on our way to the beach for our annual girls' trip. She had been coughing a lot, but she just told us it was her allergies or that she might have bronchitis. Until that night, everything was going okay. She woke my mom up and asked her to take her to the ER. She couldn't breathe and she was coughing uncontrollably. Hours later, she got the news that none of us were expecting. The doctor told her that he wasn't a heart specialist, but he thought she had congestive heart failure. We were all devastated and we tried to make the most out of vacation, but we all knew what she was really thinking about. Now she has her disease under control and is living what some would say is her best life. She has to eat a low sodium diet, which can cause a little bit of trouble, but she don't let it ruin her chance of having a good time. I've learned more from her than she will ever know. When I grow older, I hope to become a strong woman and be hopeful in any situation that I have, just like her.